Hello poopsies, good evening. So today's video is just gonna be intuitive shuffling video, and whatever messages come through, I'm just gonna keep talking. I'm gonna shuffle, pick cards, shuffle, pick cards, connect messages, connect the pieces, connect the dots. So I do want to begin by just shuffling all the cards first. And yes, I'm in a bed. I'm still in the hotel room, so I did say there are going to be 3 days in a row where I am still in the hotel room, okay? So I'm getting my roof fixed. So this is I believe day 4 of the predictions video, the week-long special. So if you like more content like this, for me to continue doing stuff like this, subscribe, tap the bell, hit all notification, and check my website to book your own services like tarot reading from me at TonyBomboni.com. The link will be in the description, okay? Get your own custom YouTube video link. Everyone gets their own custom paid service. Helps fund and support this YouTube channel, okay? So thank you. Let's begin. Let's see what you need to know right now. Just, I don't know what to call this yet in the title, but just random intuitive shuffling video. Who knows? We'll see. Whatever I need to see right now. So, well, this could mean anything, but we have Temperance here. See that? It focuses better here, so I'll just leave it here. Well, yeah, basically, like, some of you are just kind of going through a moment here. It's like a phase, a moment where you have to kind of just be like neither here nor there. A moment where you sort of just feel like you don't really know what you're supposed to be doing. It's not quite clear to you yet, but it's gonna become clear with time. Yes, it's gonna be clear with time. Exactly what you're supposed to be doing. This Queen of Pentacles here showing you that the clarity will come through. Your confidence will be regained. You always have your loving support. Don't forget your angels. They're coming through as well. And a lot of you want to be that boss. Like that person that just is the owner of their own company or businesses. High Priestess. You do have to educate yourself though. Okay, you have to learn more things. I feel like to grow in that department in life, you have to be willing to learn, to admit your wrongdoings, to confess. Some of you maybe that are more faithful, because this is also in cards with like a person of faith. So again, however connects, I'm just going to keep shuffling, keep spitting messages. You vibe with what you vibe. Ignore what you ignore, okay, basically. So it comes down to, I get a lot of feminine energy, so there's a lot of womanly energy. Some people that have like both masculine and feminine energies as well. So some people that feel kind of like a mix here, they feel like neither one or the other, but that can suit you well for business as well. It's a good time now to be independent. You don't necessarily have to work with someone, right? You don't have to necessarily be on board or team up with someone here. I see you going maybe solo for a while, okay? Like imagine you're with a band and then you go solo, or you work with certain coworkers and then someone gets laid off and then you have to go solo. So Two of Pentacles. Let's see, we have Pentacles coming through again. So yeah, it's all about learning how to be a new person, basically. You know, maybe you're not used to going solo. Some of you have to learn to ride the waves, so to speak. I actually did pull this card recently. I did when I did a pile reading just now. For you, it's yesterday. For me, it's a few minutes ago. But yes, this card came through strongly. For sure, to let you know, like, just ride the wave, go with the flow. I'm having an intuitive vibe to pick the back card, so I will. Emperor in reverse. Honestly, some of you have been maybe a little reacting differently. I'm right by the swimming pool, so I'm sorry if you hear giggling. I'm on the second floor, so it shouldn't be too loud, but someone was just being loud. I might have to close the curtains to make sure the noise doesn't come through. I'll see, but anyway, I'm already not satisfied with the lighting of this hotel room. But hopefully you like it. Anyway, so moving on. Yeah, some of you kind of like, how do I say this? I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, okay? Like, maybe we're not the nicest person. Maybe a little toxic to someone, right? And so now your time is coming where someone has to show you what that is, what that felt like to experience, you know? Okay? Only for some of you, okay? And some of you didn't even realize it. And that's fine, okay? We've all been there, done that. But don't let it hold you back. Don't feel too much guilt about it, okay? Just realize that we all mess up. We all make mistakes. Don't hold yourself back too much just because you messed up. Like, big deal, right? You can always correct it. At least you can correct your mistakes, right? Or some of you can, like, you know, repent for mistakes, which is not just a religious thing. Repent has its own definition, okay? Like, correcting yourself, you know? If you feel like you were maybe mean to this person and you had no good reason to be, you can apologize, or honestly, sometimes the best thing is apologize to yourself. I'm intuitively pulling 3 cards. Definitely saw these 2 cards, 10 of Cups and Death in reverse. This might resonate with you if you picked pile 1 on yesterday's video. I do remember the cards I picked. But now instead of King, Queen energy, I feel like we're going back now to Knight of Cups. So some of you, and this is in your past position, some of you are really going back to old ways. Some of you really are going back to old ways right now. I'm not saying it, no, that I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not judging that that's a negative, that's a negative thing per se. All I'm saying to you, poopsies, is that you just need to do what you need to do sometimes, right? Some of you have no choice in this. Some of you may be taking a job, an opportunity that you don't necessarily are too proud of. You're not too proud of, right? You're not the happiest camper in the town, in your community, because of that. So do just keep in mind that, you know, it'll all be okay. It'll work itself out. You're just another human being on this, just another planet. I like to believe you're more than a human being, but that's another point. That's another whole story or video. My point is, you're amazing and you can do amazing things. So some of you, I get the vibe that although this is the same card, it has a different message from that last video did. Here I got 10 of Cups and then I got the Death card. Okay. What the heck? Someone next door is sounding like they're a darn cow. They're like mooing. Is Doja Cat next door? I don't know. Someone's mooing really loud. Alright. Well, thank you for trying to make ASMR, cow. Anyway, move on. So, I gotta add some humor to a video, right? It's YouTube after all. Look, my point is, hun, that you have a lot to do. Like, I feel like you really feel like an adult lately. Some of you just really feel like an adult. Like, some of you really feel like you have so many responsibilities. Some people really maturing beyond their age right now. They're really getting a taste of life and how good, bad, and ugly it is from time to time. And you're seeing that around you. There's some loss. People are losing loved ones, family, friends, those they know, those they've sometimes, even an acquaintance that lost their life, you hear about it, you're like, wow, I just met them, and like a week or two later they perished. It still affects you sometimes even more than someone you know that well. Does that make sense? Like, it has a deep influence on you, and I think that made you realize how short-lived our life really is. And maybe that's why you are operating as a grown adult. Some of you that are like 18, 20, 22 watching this channel, you're in your like 30s, 40s, 50s. Do you feel like that? That could mean you just have to get everything done fast, and that's your assignment on this planet. Don't let the pressure of that scare you, though. It's still beautiful. At the end of the day, we choose it as soul, most of us, right? So yeah, I'm gonna keep selecting cards because that's not enough to make me satisfied. What else do we need to know? Knight of Swords. So what is it you're doing to make a proactive change in your life, in your world, in your community? What is it that you are promotively doing, actively, like promoting others rather than yourself? So this is why some of you have to go back. Some of you have to go back to old ways because maybe your old townsfolk need help, right? You're going back home. You're booking the first plane ticket, and then, just going and reaching out. There's a lot of help energy I'm getting, even from the last session I did. A lot of help vibes, like you helping someone out. Remember helping your brothers and sisters out? I did emphasize that message earlier today / yesterday for you, okay? So these are kind of like, in a sense, in an essence, these are kind of like confirmation cards for yesterday's video, okay? Like only confirming the truth, the fact, and reality. I never like to say fact because this is entertainment purposes only. But at the end of the day, let's just say I never had a comment say, no, this reading was false, right? Like, let's just say, okay, always something gonna resonate with someone in some way at some time. It may not be now, but months later, people come back like, holy hell, this actually, wow. Like, I wrote this down and I came back, it's October, I wrote this down, I come back in March, this came to pass. So, there you have it. I'm saying here, that, okay, so some of you, yeah, there's some, this week only, this feels like a week, 2 weeks maximum. Some maybe a week, a month, 2 months max. Depends how intense the argument is or fight. There's a conflict here, there's a tension, there's a battle, there's a verbal war of dispute, like you're butting heads with people, and then it comes home into your relationship, into your love life. So you coming home and you didn't clean the dishes, you forgot to do this for me, but oh my god, the world's ending. Okay, those people who act like the world's over because you didn't wash a gosh darn plate, for goodness sakes. Yell as if that's the only job you have. Anyway, I digress. Use paper plates then, right? Exactly. But just make sure to throw out the trash. Then they'll yell at you again. Or just put Febreze, they won't notice or care. Okay, they're gonna be like, oh honey, the house smells like nice. Yeah, okay, shut up. So here, 5 of Pentacles. You know how you all be with your partner sometimes. Don't pretend like you're not like that sometimes with your partner. You go behind closed doors and you mutter something under your breath. It's natural, okay? Don't hold yourself necessarily accountable for that, okay? We're not here to be perfect, okay? Chill. So, look, my point is, 5 of Pentacles. There's some people really sick, like really not well with their health. Oh, you have to check out my vlog channel. I'm sorry, either it's ADHD or something, or I get so distracted. What if I just put these cards on the pillow? Because I feel like you can see them better and they get like more close up. Let me try to see if that will work for you. And I can make like pillow sounds. Yes, okay, that might be better for you. Okay, that was a good idea actually. So yeah, some of you are like really unwell physically, like you needing medical attention, help, etc. Be careful if some of you might have an emergency this week. like, and it will influence your relationship. Like, literally, I normally don't see this card as that, like, you know, disability, but I did mention some older people need help in yesterday's video. So yeah, that's coming through vividly. You will need money. Make sure you are insured. I know it's a lot of times it's too late, you know, to have coverage until you wait until like December, January next year, or this year, later this year. But a lot of people do have it, thankfully, because they live in another country. But make sure you don't just go to anyone. Get a second, third opinion, right? Like, there's so many people out there. I can't see specifically what this could be, but it's debilitating. It's not allowing you to function. It's not allowing you to work, to contribute to society, to contribute to your own life and well-being, to contribute to others around you. So do keep those things in mind. Okay. Okay. Spirit, spit out a card. Yes, some of you, this is linked with that death card. And look at this card. Doesn't it remind you? This card always reminds me of the death card. Always, always, always. Never has it never not reminded me of that card. I get a little chilly goosebumps here, but it's true. I mean, let's face it. We all live. We all perish, right? No one is immune to the flesh wasting away. No matter how active you are, healthy, physically fit, it can happen to just about anyone at any given time. So, oh, okay. If that was loud, I will make sure to edit that out in the editor. I did not anticipate that to occur. The mic got a little bit, well, cattywampus. Let's put it that way. Sorry about that. It fell over. But I was looking at the time and I was realizing I have to start my upload soon. So, yeah. I'll just end this in a few minutes. So I just have so much to do today, although I don't want you to feel rushed and pressured. But there's always content for you, so don't worry. Look, some of you are literally, this, for the first time this drew me in, this arm going up, are asking for help. Some of you are becoming more, you know, person of faith, maybe connecting to source more. You are literally trying to ask for help. A lot of people can't get the help they ask for, even if they paid for it, unfortunately, because there's so many debilitating issues in this world and cases, and so even if you pay for it, it's not always going to be done fast, quick, you know. So some of you might have to go to another country to get help, like, especially if it's I know it's common, people like dental work, they rather do it in another land. You know, I'm not recommending or giving medical advice or saying anything like that. You know, you should always talk to your physician about anything of that nature and trust your own intuition. I'm just saying what I see, okay? I'm just the messenger delivering the message today. Entertainment purposes only. Take what you will, leave what you won't. Everything is only allegedly. So, with that out the way, I'm here to tell you it's going to be okay, but it's going to take some time and some time to feel like yourself again. You will eventually feel like yourself, but this is a tribulating time. This is a test, so to speak. Yes, a lot of physical travel movement, relocating to other departments. In order to get the help you need, some of you go the natural path. Ayurveda, natural medicine, right? Like, some of you just decide to do that because you're so fed up with not getting the help you're looking for and so desperately need. Like, this gives an air of, like, desperate. You need this. You cannot function or live or survive without this help. So someone's going to have to come through and help you. I'm just being honest. Not just someone, but some people. It's gonna be debilitating on you. It's gonna feel like it's debilitating on your soul, but you will get the help you need, okay? So, surprise, unexpected. My intuition says uneventful. Some of you think like it's more than it really is, you know, so try to relax, remain calm. A lot of you, though, it will be someone you know, so don't freak out. part of life. Yeah, someone you know will be 9, 10 of swords. I mean, look, in a lot of suffering. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Time will tell their fates. Like maybe 15% of you. This person will not really do well or make it, but most will. It will just take time. It will take a lot of time and energy. Okay, let's just do a few more. Okay. I picked the Strength card. Page of Swords. Ace of Swords. This is strong. You're gonna be strong through everything, through all this, through more. Even things that have nothing to do with what I just said, because this is a message for everyone. You're only growing stronger. Through any hardship, difficulty you face in life, you only become more and more resilient. That's really what it comes down to, poopsies, okay? So be on the lookout for that. Look forward to just the amazing things. Just because you're uncomfortable stepping on thin ice, because that's what I see, doesn't mean you won't get to where you need to get. The ice doesn't always crack, okay? You're gonna make it, you're gonna be fine. Even if it does, you can pull through, right? The ice cracking is an analogy for your life, like whatever hardship you go through. Oh, I have to get up at 4 a.m. for this stupid job and hear the alarm clock and take the phone calls. Oh my god, my life sucks, it's horrible. No, stop thinking that way. It's enough, it's over. It's not, a lot of you're not even thinking that way. It's just over, right? Those days are over. Those days are dead. A lot of you are gonna have to make up work, or someone you know gonna have to make up work because they were so ill, and then you might have to because that was your partner. For some people, like, make up for lost money, time. It'll all solve. Right now, everyone is going through the same pain, but in a different way. Does that make sense? Like, we're all having issues, if we haven't noticed lately, unless someone is fast asleep. But in different ways. In different ways, my friends, okay? And try not to judge people who are. Because some people just have that, yeah, whatever, vibe and energy. They don't want to hear it. Let them be. It's okay. Let them continue to live that way. Maybe some of you watching are that way. It's fine, okay? I don't judge you. Because we're all so vastly different, right? I mean, we cannot all be the same, and we cannot always agree with each other. That's fine. Even if you watch this YouTube channel, we're definitely not going to always agree. We can agree to disagree, though. Can we be at peace with agreeing to disagree? I'm at peace. Are you? Can you be at peace? That's the question here. Ace of Wands, 9 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. What can I say? Do your best not to bury on dead ground as well. Like you're trying to find something in someone that's not there. Like, yeah, maybe some of you, this feels like a younger version, generations watching this. Those of you who are in your 20s, 30s, maybe 40s. Okay, maybe 50s and 60s. As long as you feel young. This is for the young feeling and young audience specifically. You haven't learned the lesson of life yet, where it's like, you know what? Sometimes what we try so hard to do, that's the problem, is trying, is waiting too long, and then we cannot move on to a better opportunity, someone new to come through in our life, in our world. There's always a blessing on the other side, but you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. People think, I have to wait. No, unless you're waiting on something specific to manifest, nah, you don't have to wait. You can take daily proactive action toward working through your goals, toward your goal. But if someone doesn't match with that and meet that anymore, and you're like 20 years old watching this, you definitely haven't learned that lesson yet in life, where it's like, yeah, You're not gonna get anything differently out of a person that they haven't already shown you. Trust and believe when someone exposes to you who they are. Trust your first impression as well. Okay, that's a lesson. Trust your first impression. That relationship that's never going to take off and go anywhere. Always false promises. Always the cheater. Always the liar. The stealer. The manipulator. Someone that just maybe too lazy to even bother starting a nice relationship that's healthy with you and doesn't want to try and just wants to sleep around, right? Don't waste your time with lost souls or people who just don't want nothing to do with that or to do with you. Sometimes they just don't want to say it to your face. We gotta respect, not everyone likes everyone, okay? I know for a dang fact. Not everyone likes me, but I don't give a crud, okay? I'm at peace with that too. That's part of life, and I accept it fully and completely. Look, this Nine of Cups here is showing you what will happen if you are patient with yourself. So you don't have to wait for this person and be patient, but you can be patient with yourself. And that's the best result. That's the best outcome you're ever going to possibly achieve, my friends. Thank you so much. We went through quite a bit of cards, didn't we? Quite a bit. I'd say a third of the pile. So that's enough for today. God bless, love and light. Take care. Because if I start picking like every card, obviously, then all messages, right? Like there's no point in this video then. Love and light. TonyBomboni.com to book your own tarot reading. And I'm going to take a nap. Just kidding. I don't have time to take a nap.